Namaste, I'm Shubhi Mathur and I welcome you to yet another episode of Let Us Talk. Retirement, a new chapter of our life, the beginning of a new inning. And it often comes with a big question mark. अब आगे क्या करने का इरादा है? क्या सोचा है? अब अपने शौक पूरे कर लो। पहले जॉब में इतना बिजी थे, जो पहले नहीं कर पाए, अब कर लो। 10 लोग हैं, तो 10 तरह के सवाल जवाब और राय तो होंगी ही। We all start our retirement planning while in our 40s or 50s. We start creating a purpose for our retirement. Financial planning शुरू हो जाती है. What to do after retirement शुरू हो जाता है. But do we pay so much attention on what hobby to pursue or what passion to pursue? Or apart from the financial and professional planning, do we even focus on other aspects? Why are they important, first of all? On this channel, we have had talks on professional planning after retirement, financial planning for retirement, in fact talks on hobbies and passions also. But have we ever linked them? Why is it important to follow your passion or have a hobby? Well, let us hear this from our today's speaker. Today we have with us Commodore Aseem Anand, who recently retired from the Indian Navy services. Welcome Aseem, welcome to Let Us Talk.
Thank you, Shubhi. That is nice of you to have me on your channel. We've been playing hide and seek with each other for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
And I must say, you finally managed to catch up with me. I have been following your channel for quite some time. And I think it's a very nice thing that you're doing. Some of those episodes I've been sharing with my family and friends. In fact, we have a senior citizens group in our condominium, and some of the relevant ones I've shared with them, and they've all appreciated it very much.
Thank you so much, Aseem. So let me first tell our viewers that I read an article about Aseem. My cousin had shared it, and he was taking part in a marathon. And I was very impressed that in mid-50s, he's cycling, he's doing marathon. And little did I know that I was talking to a Navy officer. And that is why this chase happened, like he was comfortable shooting after retirement. And so here we have Aseem with us today. So Aseem, let me start with the very basic question. Please tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so I joined the Navy way back in 1984 as a 17-year-old young boy. And after 39 years, here I am. I retired on the 31st of May. I am what I am today because of the Navy, and the armed forces and the defense is a way of life. It teaches you many things about life. You go through very many ups and downs, highs and lows in life. But what really it teaches you is that with every time you have a downside in life, it teaches you how to bounce back even stronger after that.
True.
So I owe a lot, and everything of mine, my training, my career, my way of life to the Indian Navy. And now I look forward to a totally different style of living. Well, it can't be too different from what it was. But yes, retired life has its different style. So I look forward to doing a lot of things that I had planned to do post my career in the Navy. So in the past 39 odd years, we've seen many cities, traveled many countries while in the Navy, made many friends, and really learned a lot traveling all over. In fact, even the children, after every 2 to 3 years, Dad, it's been quite some time now, time for us to move on, and let's see, we're getting bored of this place. So I would have seen about 25 different postings in these 39 years. And I think you learn a lot by interacting with different set of people in every appointment, and that's a very big learning curve.
So Aseem, 39 years of being in uniform, having a very disciplined life, a structured routine, a very interesting and adventurous lifestyle also, and suddenly all of this goes. So how did you prepare yourself for this change? Like, like you mentioned, every 2-3 years you were switching cities, going to different places, and now I guess you'll be parked at one city. So other than this also, how do you embrace yourself for these changes?
So, Shubhi, after 39 years, the only thing that has gone is the uniform. The
Ah,
disciplined life is ingrained for life.
yeah.
And so, at least for now, I don't think I have changed much, other than I give myself 30 minutes extra every morning of an extra sleep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pretty much the same. I guess it's still it may change over a period of time, but yes, as of now, it's a way of life that continues even now. And as far as preparation for retirement, I would say that while the armed forces is a very secure and a safe, structured way of life, but for every person, even in the armed forces or in government service or private service,
Mm.
I would say that by the time you're in your mid 40s, you need to
Mm.
start thinking and start preparing for your retirement. In
True.
fact, today's new age kids, I would say from the day they start their job or a few years down the line, they are planning for their retirement, which I say is a
Yeah.
very, very good thing.
Mm.
What happens initially, it's you are very young, you want to be brash, you want to go around, see, not save up. That's absolutely fine. By the time early mid 30s, you have a family, you have children, and so those are the years of settling down. Your career is on a rise. By the time I would say, like literally, you're in your 40s, the kids have reached a certain stage, family
Yeah.
well settled, you are at the peak of your career, and you know that one fine day you have to retire. So I think that is the time you must decide what are your goals and how you want to spend your retirement years. You must start planning for it. If you haven't started it earlier, definitely by the 40s you must. And coming
True.
to me, I also ensured that by the time I retired, I was totally debt free. I had a very well settled, I feel very well settled. I have no liabilities, children settled other than the marriage. But I have factored in all these goals and I've put aside a certain amount. And
Mm.
yet, I think me and my wife, whatever we want to do, we plan to see the world. We have and lead a carefree life. We've set away a certain amount for that, and I think I should be able to meet all my goals.
Wonderful. So, being in uniform does give a sense of power. I come from a family of men in uniform. I have seen all the salutes and salam which they used to get. So, do you miss this aspect? Is there an identity crisis that suddenly the power goes, suddenly the uniform goes? So, do you miss that part also in your day to day routine now?
Well, I would say it's not power; it is a recognition. You have earned that those
Yes.
salutes,
Hmm.
and so it is not really a sense of power. It is they are saluting the rank. And yes, the day that rank goes, but the respect remains. That is what you should actually earn. You have to
Yeah.
earn the respect, even
True.
while in service. While in the Navy, we are very, very used to working with our own hands. I used to clean my car very often, oil my cycle, nobody there. We could drop the kids to the bus stop. So
Yeah.
we are very used to doing a lot of things ourselves. So I would say I'm still pretty much used to, I do things on my own and not really dependent on somebody else to do my job. And I don't think I am going to miss any of that. Yes, just getting ready every morning, dressing up, looking at your uniform in the mirror, wearing your cap, getting into the official car and going with the flag in front. That part, yes, definitely you miss it. And what you miss is when you actually go out in uniform and people really look up to you, respect your uniform. That is not only within the service, I would say even in the civilian world. That definitely is, I'm going to miss that part of it. But when people know that you are an ex serviceman, a veteran,
Hmm.
that respect automatically you can see it in their eyes, and I feel people
Absolutely.
can
Yeah. Yeah. That
from
respect is always there and will always be there. Yeah. So now coming to the exciting part, like, why I started chasing you was that when did your fitness regime or when did your journey in the health fitness, the cycling, gym, marathon, when did all this start?
Okay, so well, I have been an outdoor person for most of my life. Even in my training days and younger days, I was a tennis player. I played a lot of competitive tennis for very many years. Then, after when you are in your training time, then of course the career takes over and the professional goals come forward, and you don't get so much time for all these activities. Again, I think it hits you maybe towards the end 40s, early 50s, when you see yourself a little unfit, or you see yourself having put on some weight, and you really want to focus on yourself now. You know, retirement also looming large in front of you. But I think it was the COVID that really hit most of the people. Even I came to that realization that finally money can get you very many comforts, but if you have to have physical and mental well-being, it has to be up to you. You have to take time for it, and you have to make an effort for it. Money cannot get you that. So that's how it started, running little 2 or 3 kilometers. I started the gym slowly. Within less than a year, I was running half marathons. I ran a full marathon. I ran run in Ladakh, and I started cycling. And I think it's been 5 years now. I am at it, and I feel physically, mentally much younger than I was in my mid 40s.
Wow.
On the family, it rubs on the people around you. And so my kids are also an outdoor persons now. My wife is also, she also runs with me occasionally, and she also goes to the gym. So we are a very fit family, I would say. And
Yeah.
most of the people, they look at us, and yes, the Anand family who's out on their outing once again. So
Run
we
and
like.
trek. So nice to hear that, Asim, the entire family is up to it and enjoying this activity as a family activity. What better could have been? So, Asim, I want to ask that after retirement, you are a consultant now. You have set your financial goals, you have set your professional goals, and you are doing that. But why do you think that, this component is also should be factored? Like how you mentioned that the youngsters should start preparing for their retirement in 40s, and they should have their goals clear and all. But do you think they should also factor in this thing also, that anything what they want to, not only sport, if somebody wants to be a painter or writer, that they should start pursuing, they should start thinking on this aspect also? Do you think this is an important aspect, to have a professional goal is good, but to have something else also, to have your mental health on priority after retirement? Why do you feel that there should be some other part also to keep you going?
Oh, absolutely, Shubhi. You absolutely said it. You hit the nail on the head. Uh, I think besides the professional career, one definitely has to have some sort of a hobbies or activity that gives you that peace and calm. When you're feeling low, when you feel things are not right, you must have some place where you can channelize your energy, your thoughts, and your mind, that gets you that sanity back in this crazy world. Like you said, be it reading, be it painting, be it running, be it just taking time off on your own, sitting by a lake or fishing or whatever. So I think everyone must have some sort of an hobby. And even in your early part of the years, you must take some time off and spend time and culture that. And this will hold you in very good stead even post retirement. You can't keep working. Your body is one day going to face those challenges. So you need some other place to keep your mind also active and alive. And I think it is everyone should pursue some passion of theirs, and not just wait for retirement years. I think they must cultivate it in the younger years, so that when they reach the retirement years, they can pursue it more vigorously.
So, Asim, in the end, any message you have for our viewers? What would you like to convey to our viewers? Please share your views.
Thanks, Shubhi. The message I would like to give to all the people who are going to be watching this is the motto that I believe in is, you have only one life, live it to the fullest.
Yeah.
And just to quote Albert Einstein, if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things.
Yeah.
And also in your golden years, I think it's time to give back to the society, be it in terms of time or effort or even money or even your expertise. That is the time you have achieved what you wanted to, and it's time to give back and be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Asim. It was so good to have you here with us. Prepare for your retirement professionally, socially, and mentally. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Shubhi. A pleasure to be here with you this morning.